What is going on, guys? In today's video we are going to be installing some new tail lights, some Dragon scale BMW type tail lights on my bagged Mk6 Gti. In today's video we are going to be installing these VLAN tail lights on my bagged Mk6 Gti right here. So if you know, then you know. This car sits outside, and from where it is sat, the sun always hits this half of the car. And so as you can see, this taillight is totally discolored. And as much as I love the Euro style taillights, and I feel like they fit these cars to a T, I thought after 5 years, it's time to go ahead and change it up just a little bit. So the taillights are like a very M4 type of taillight. I feel like it's a BMW type of taillight, I would say. It has like the Dragon scales. It should have like a sequential little thing that goes on here to make it really like tie in when you start the car. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to install some VLAN or any taillights on your Mk6, whether it be a Golf, a TDI, a GTI. It doesn't matter. They're going to work for everything 9 times out of 10. All right, so first step is first on this taillight installation. You want to pop your trunk, of course, because nothing is going to happen if you don't pop the trunk. Okay, so we're going to start on the driver's side first. So you want to pull this fabric back. There's a little slit right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a slit. You can grab on it, yank on it, and it gives you access to this. Yours is not going to look like this because mine already has aftermarket taillights in there. You're going to want to unplug everything you see here, and then there's also this thing right here that is a pain in the balls, okay? So you're going to turn this, and that's going to kind of release this taillight. Boop. So just keep turning. I try to not take the actual thing out all the way if possible. Like I kind of leave it sitting in there. So like right now it's pretty loose. And I believe it is almost fully out of the taillight because it's super easy to move now. Yep, right here, it's completely out. I'm leaving it sitting there because it kind of helps guide when you're taking it out. Pretty much grab your taillight, shake it a little bit, and well, she'll pull right out. Taillight's out. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. Every aftermarket set of taillights I've bought, I've done this too. Doesn't look the best. Highly suggest putting silicone right here. So on this tail light, we have silicone here. It looks dirty because I haven't washed the car in a long time. I would put silicone here and down through the cracks because that's going to prevent water from getting inside the tail light, but also getting down into like your spare tire well area. I had issues where my spare tire well was completely full of water after I installed these tail lights. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the safety precaution and just silicone them as well. Voila. Once you have that done, you're literally going to pull off this entire piece. So all the way around, this entire thing will have to go off for wiring. So we're going to go ahead and pull that off now so that we don't have to worry about it in the near future. There we go. Okay, so these are all of the clips for just this piece. You still need to take these out, which is going to be the next project. So the clips you have are here, 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 here. You have one right over here and another right here, which ripped out, maybe. And we have all these 4 right here. So on here, I'll kind of show you, we got here and here, here and here. And then we got one here. Then we have another right here. And you also have the 2 in here as well. So that is all of the clips. Amy Lynn kind of just manhandled it down. I tried to use the trim tool. But your wiring is not going to look like this. So mine looks like this because I had aftermarket taillights already. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with the taillights that I already had. So we have to rip out all of this wiring and then go ahead and start wiring the new taillights in. So our next step, which you guys probably can skip, is we are going to go ahead and take out all of the existing wiring that's already here. We did run them, if I remember, through these grommets, I believe, which sucks. This is like the worst part about this entire process. So we're gonna go ahead and start removing all of this wiring, and we'll cut back to you guys on the next step. Look how easy it is to just pull it right off. I wish. Okay, so there's a bunch of clips on this one. So there's 2 on the sides of each. So that means there's 2 over here, which should be here and here. We have the, what is that, 5 right here, which are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are a pain. I would say it's more difficult than this one. And next part you want to take off is the middle section here. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips. I have 3. So, I guess they're the side clips here as well. For the other panels you need to take off, you do need to take this off. So this on both sides, it is held in by a little nut right here. And once that nut's out, you should just pretty much be able to pull it straight down. Be careful with your headliner because you don't want it to slag. If it does, well, yeah, like Amy Lynn's, you're just gonna need new headliner probably, but that's not a taillight installation issue. That's simply a Volkswagen issue. So you should be okay though. Mine appears to be completely fine. We're gonna go ahead, take these nuts off and pull these side panels off. You will want to pretty much loosen this area. So it is held on by a 10 mil little nut right there. And then you can just pull it down about this much and that gives you plenty of room to work. You don't need to pull this all out. Leave it there, ignore the napkin, because you're gonna end up running a wire down through there and attaching it and going up through the grommet. So you do not need more than this out. Break it free enough to where you can stick a wire down through there and you will be set. I just wanna take a minute and say, Volkswagen makes everything hard. So if you are watching this, there's a good chance you are a newer Volkswagen owner. Everything's hard. Nothing you do on these cars is gonna be easy. Not a single thing. Cody's SI literally took us like 15 minutes to uninstall and reinstall taillights in that car. This is a process. I mean, this is probably at least an hour-long job if you're like knowledgeable on things to do. But if you're a brand new person, you might be out here for a couple hours. It is a big pain in the... So the next thing you want to do is take out your hatch taillights themselves. Very simple. They're held on by 2 8 mils. Just pop right out. Boom. Maybe. Oh, is there a side piece? Okay. Yeah, pop the side piece off. I don't know if OEM ones have that or not. Aftermarket ones do. But then literally come out. Voila. Also, my hatch is silver because I had a white one and it rusted out, so don't make fun of me. Okay, this is hour 17 of installing the taillights on the GTI. We're about to start wiring it. We haven't yet, but I just want to kind of show you guys where we are at right now and tell you guys what you guys should do in your process of installing these lights. So as you can see, we just have wires hanging down here. I would go ahead and plug in the tail lights. So I'm not going to show you guys all of the tail lights, but go ahead and plug them in so that you can test everything. So in the back in here, your OEM wire is going to be up here. So that's like coming out of the, like this area. You are going to plug in the one that has like the blue and yellow in there. And then there's a small one right here where my finger's at that'll go through this little hole. And then you will plug in all of this into there. Then once that's done, there's literally one wire. All of this for this. One wire, one single wire that you have to route through the entire car to get the taillights to work. So once you have that plugged in, do it on both sides, just like this, where you just have the wires loose, and then test everything. So go ahead, turn the car on, left turn signal, right turn signal, hazards, brake, reverse, everything, regular headlights on so the taillights pop on. Make sure everything is working before you do all of this and then have to take it all completely back apart. So now in this part of the video, this is the absolute worst part of everything. You have to fit the wire through the grommet. This is what has to go through this grommet. And by the looks of it, you're probably like, oh, that will be super easy. It's not easy at all. Wire itself, one single wire, because we had to remove the taillights. One single one of these were on the old one. So this black one went through that grommet and it barely fit. So to fit these through that grommet is probably going to be a pain. We'll go ahead and throw a clip on the screen right here. Operation, we couldn't fit it through the hole, so we cut it. We butt connected it up here so that it was easier to go through the hole. And now we can just literally hide this like back up in here, and then we should be good, but everything's in. And so that clip was when we were installing Amy Lynn's taillights here, and we did end up going through the grommet. In this case, I'm over it. I don't want to do it. So what we are going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and wire the taillights up as normal. So we're going to take this wire right here. So this is coming from the big back of it, okay? And we are going to shove it up. There's a hole right there. You're going to shove it up. And when you shove it up, it's gonna come up through here, up through the crack in this piece, and then it's going to come out. So now you're going to shove it through this hole right here that leads to the grommet. If you want to shove it through the grommet, good luck. You can try it. If you do it, I believe in you, whatever. I'm not. I'm going to electrical tape the crap out of it so it doesn't get pinched. And I'm going to pretty much electrical tape it around this grommet all the way through and do it up through here. Shove it up through the hole here. It's gonna pop out right up here in the hatch. Mine is literally going to be electrical taped to the rubber grommet itself on the outside. I am not wiring it through the grommet. Is that the correct way of doing it? Absolutely not. If you want the safest and most OEM best way of doing it, go through the grommet. I don't have many tips as her grommet. I don't have many tips as her wire was not that thick on her other taillights, and my wire was not that thick on these taillights either. So we are not going to shove it through the grommet. We are just simply going to attach it to the back, electrical tape the entire grommet so it's all black. It doesn't really stand out or anything, and kind of go from there. So that's the plan. I'm gonna cut to you guys in just a second when we start going ahead and throwing this wire through the car. We suggest a hanger going through initially so that you can tape the other end together so that you can just pull it through super easy. So the hole that we went through is a tiny hole, as you can see right there. That is behind this piece. Go ahead and go down here, and now you have your hanger. Tape the end, which will be this piece, to the hanger, and then you can just pull this hanger all the way through. So the taillights are in. We're going to go ahead and start putting all of the paneling back on the car now, just to show you guys how we rigged this up again. So obviously we come through here, you go through that hole, it leads you out here. Here's the plan. For Riverside, because the trunk's not getting opened, we're just gonna leave it, and it's literally just gonna dangle and hopefully not get wet. But when we get home, Cody said that he was going to go ahead and cut a hole right here in the grommet and fiddle its way all the way through so that it is like the OEM type of fitment. So when it comes up and it goes through this grommet as well, it'll come up here. And then you can see where all I zip tied there. Up here, there's 3M tape on this, so it sits right up there. You plug it into the taillight itself. And now on this side, it's very similar, but not the exact same. So it goes through the grommet, comes up here, and then we will tape this one as well, and then plugs in. We're ready to throw on the rest of this stuff. Okay, I'm getting attacked right now. And just like that, the taillights are on and they look fantastic. Let's go ahead and turn them on and see how they look. That's sick. Yeah. Let's go, dude. Brakes, maybe. Oh wow, those are bright. Not my hatch's LEDs going out. Okay. And 84 hours, 12 minutes, and 73 seconds, the taillights are on the car. Fitment, honestly, pretty decent. Could be a little better, especially in areas like at the bottom of the taillight, like, oh my, that's really bad. We are gonna have to fix that. Certain areas just won't fit, but certain areas will. You kind of gotta decide which part of the taillights you want to look better than the other part. I'll flip the camera here. Looking at this, you can't even tell on camera, but there is a pretty sizable gap where the taillight is like pulled out this way. And on this side, it does fit pretty well. There's not as big of a gap down there. Oh, Cody's jamming right now. But otherwise, they do look pretty good. I won't lie. I like this style. It's something different. And well, it's the new move for the GTI. Just like that, the taillights are installed, and in my opinion, these things look killer. I don't know how you guys feel about these taillights, but I feel like they really just stand out. I feel like they don't look like your typical Mk6 Gti taillight. It's kind of what I was going for, kind of why I wanted to switch it up when the other ones were starting to fade. I will say I did just take the car and washed it, and I feel like there is a little bit of condensation in there. I'm not sure how well you guys can tell, but kind of like right here. And it also is kind of already at the bottom, as you can see. All in all though, these do look pretty good. I won't lie. The condensation issue is definitely a concern. Amy Lynn also has this same brand of a headlight. And since I've bought this car, I've always told people to stay away from V-Land because it's cheap quality. And I just hear all these horror stories, and I ended up with V-Land. Some people have no issues at all. Some people have insane issues. The way I view it is these taillights aren't going to stay clear forever. I plan on opening these taillights up, clearing them, and having clears on the GTI. But in the meantime, these do come with a 1-year warranty. So if anything happens, if anything stops working, if there's insane condensation or water issues, I will be sending them back. If you want my own personal opinion, I will never sit here and say V-Lands are the way to go. I did not have V-Lands on the car before. I had Supernovas, and those gave me pretty much no issues. I had one issue one time, but I got a replacement set very quickly. I will not say go out and buy your V-Land taillights or headlights, but some of them may be fine. You may not have any issues at all. I hope that I don't. But after one wash and seeing that there is a little water in there, it's definitely a concern that I do have. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week because we have a huge haul of parts that we will be installing on the GTI. If you haven't heard it yet today, I just wanna say I am proud of you. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for growing with us, experiencing life with us, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad. Thank you for staying on this planet and continuing to go on. Like I said, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We are close to 1,000 subscribers, and that was like a goal of mine for this entire year, so I'm hoping that we can hit that. We upload every single week on this channel videos on the bagged GTI. My girlfriend has a bagged TDI. We have a bagged 370Z. We also always work on Cody's bagged SI. There's going to be a lot of car show content this year, installation. We have a lot planned for the Z, more planned for the GTI and Cody's SI, but most importantly, Amy Lynn's TDI. What?
You talking smack about me?
So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. I love ya. See you later.